Here is the 1987 Yamaha 700 custom bobber. As you guys that follow me know, I had the Honda Enduro bike, and I traded that for this. This thing didn't run when I got it. The carbs were so dirty. Didn't have a rear fender or the sissy bar or those taillights. I now don't like those, so I'm going to do something different about those. Turn signals are down here. There are nothing on the front. There's no speedometer. I still don't have a speedo cable. I'm going to get a bicycle one and try to do that. This was much worse. There's much more paint taken off there. I got some special paint that I put on there, and it kind of came off. Then I read the can. It said you're supposed to put it on and wait a week. I didn't do that. I think that's why, because everywhere that I've waited, you know, I can't come up and just scratch it off like I could in those areas, like it happened the first time. The seat's kind of ripped up, but it's not a huge deal to me. I sit on it, I don't look at it, so this helmet's about to fall. And you guys might recognize this helmet. This helmet right here is the one that was painted like the American flag and had the star on it on top and looked like complete shit. That's this one right here. When I got this thing, there were nothing up here holding any of these in. It just poured out gas like terribly. Need a new spark plug up here. Spark plug wires were all covered in this stupid yellow tape, which I still got to take off some yellow paint, but I've been at college, I haven't been able to do that. The rims are still yellow. I'm not sure if I'm going to change those or not. The bike's all dusty right now, clearly because I live on gravel and I don't have anywhere to ride it because I don't have my motorcycle license yet. Yeah, I'm going to go the legal route. Now, that probably shouldn't be up there. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what that is, that'd be cool to let me know, because I have no idea. Probably supposed to hold that oil in or something. Now, I have a problem with this bike. Not the bike itself, but the guy I got it from. If the guy's watching this, maybe you're telling the truth, I don't know. But it's just to forewarn people who do trading and stuff like I do. Look things over very well before you get them. I knew this thing didn't run right before I got it. You know, that wasn't a big issue. I knew it had some things here and there that needed done. But the guy was he blatantly lied to me. Like, he told me that this was his quote-unquote work truck every day, just kind of, you know, a joking matter. And when I got it, none of these were even connected to anything. They were just slid on there, gas poured out. There were none of these hose clamps on them. I put all those on. This is PV. This is freaking plumbing pipe connected to two radiator hoses. They were not connected at all. The guy told me right before I picked it up, it's like, oh yeah, you know, we had it running great last night, but it had a dead battery. I knew that. So I didn't ask him to try to start it up again because I was there. I wanted to get rid of my stuff. I came home, did whatever you could do to try to get this thing running, and it didn't run worth a darn. It ran like a complete pile of crap because it was only firing on one cylinder. Neither carb were getting enough gas. Plus, on top of that, they were the most dirty carbs I've ever seen in my life. The guy told me the rear tire was brand new. It goes flat in a day and a half. He tried telling me that he put these mirrors on because by Iowa law you have to have two mirrors on there, and they look stupid. They really do. But I mean, you don't. I looked over the laws. He tried telling me one time that once he came into Iowa, he had to have a helmet on too. Also, not a law. The dude told me that the kickstand thing, it works, but there's supposed to be a spring on there. He told me, oh, it broke like just 2 days ago. That thing's been broke for a while, dude. Oh yeah, I forgot. My bolt that allowed the shifter to actually shift was missing completely. First time I went to shift up, this thing went up really far. And then I tried going up or something, I don't know, it went up really high and it just stayed there. I'm like, that's not good. Yeah, because I went down first, then went up, and then tried going up again. It just kept going up farther and farther. The guy said he took this to a Harley shop, and he's really good friends with the guy, and that's why there's this Harley piece on here, and these stupid ass mud flaps right here that say Harley on them. And I mean, he also tried telling me that the top ends of these were rebuilt. I would love to believe that, but it's like with all the other things this guy's told me about this bike, I can't honestly say that I know that for a fact. The bike does run good. I can try to start it. It probably won't start because the battery, there's a short somewhere in the wire and the battery dies, so I can try it though. Yep, the battery's dead. I just got done driving it around too. I'm not sure if it's something like the charging system or what, but I can put a charger on it and ride this thing all day as long as I don't turn it off. But that leads me kind of to believe it's not the charging system. There's got to be a short somewhere. But yeah, that's just kind of a thing to forewarn people about. If you do ever go try to trade something, look it over really well, because I mean, this is probably the first thing I didn't look over that well, because I'm like, well, this is kind of cool. I feel like I'm getting a really good deal, and I still do feel like I got a good deal. I mean, in the end, that's all that matters. You feel like you got a good deal out of it. But if you're somebody who doesn't want to put work towards something, look it over really, really well. Like I said, I didn't look this thing over well because I knew kind of what was wrong with it. And I forgot that this foot peg was Harley. And this one was Harley, but it was broken off. So now that is a Honda Enduro bike foot peg, because I don't really care how it looks. I mean, I do, I guess, to an extent, which is why I've put stuff on it. Flat black some stuff, and I'm trying to get rid of the yellow and yellow on the other side because I think it looks stupid. But I mean, that's my rant. Sorry for going a little overdue in there. If the guy ever sees this, sorry if you weren't lying to me, but from what I can see here, you did, I guess. But yeah, this is the bike. I said all those bad things, but I do really enjoy it. It's a really fun bike to ride. I can peel out through first and second gear. It's a blast to ride. These bikes, actually, people can get them fairly cheap because there is a ground problem normally with the starter, to where the ground wire doesn't do something right. It doesn't spin the engine fast enough to start. So you can get these things fairly cheap. I actually found one on Craigslist for like 500 bucks. It was a great looking bike, and the guy said that it wouldn't turn over fast enough to start it, and he was done messing with it. He changed the starter, changed gears, and changed the other junk, and he's trying to sell his parts. And I was just, first I tried asking for some parts, and he was higher than I wanted it to be. So, I let the guy know this is what's wrong with it, because I don't want to be an asshole. I'd like to help somebody out, since somebody didn't try to help me out, some good karma or something. But yeah, this is still a really fun, really nice bike to play with and have fun with. I honestly don't see any reason to go bigger than a 700 on a motorcycle though, because this thing has plenty of power for me at least, and I'm a big dude. So yeah, this is the bike that I traded the Enduro bike for. Sorry you guys couldn't see more videos of the Enduro bike and me riding it and stuff. Hopefully next summer I'll have time to get this. If I wasn't even home this weekend, you guys wouldn't see this thing till this winter, or at least later on this year. I'm a little behind right now in uploading my videos. Sorry it's been so long since I've done that. But yeah, I'm going to be sure to show you more things. I've got a couple other toys. One that's here that also is leaving today. And I'll show you what the newest toy is going to be. That one I'm going to kind of keep as a little bit of a surprise to see what you guys think of it. But yeah, this is the 87 Yamaha 700V. It was a Virago or whatever it is, and the guy changed it up to make this bobber, or somebody did at least. But I really do like this bike. I would recommend it to anybody. Not exactly my bike, because it's mine and I like it. But yeah, this is the bike. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.